From admiring yourself to hunting a clone that looks like you, It Has My Face is stabbing its way one body at a time. Hi everyone, my name is Hamhi and I'm here to give my early opinion and review about this new early access game. This features a unique take on paranoia and the fear of large crowds, aka anaclophobia, and the pressure of an exact doppelganger trying to kill you and take over your personal life. Follow me as we dive into this pixelated, paranoia-inducing, murder-influencing game as we try to help the citizens of this gritty world one clone death at a time. It Has My Face is a first-person action horror roguelite game where you are hunted by your own evil clone in a dystopian city. The core gameplay involves a paranoid pixel art stealth experience in which players must examine crowds, find their lookalike, and eliminate it before it eliminates them. The game also features procedurally generated environments and AI, allowing for a variety of tools, environmental interactions, and crowd behaviors to make each playthrough unique. You start off as a random citizen in this gritty dystopian world where you have been informed by a scientist that you must find a mirror to see what you look like and to be aware of a clone that looks exactly like you, as its main objective is to kill the original and take over your life for a more sinister plan in the world by some evil alien overlord. You must also find a weapon to defend yourself by looking for silver cases scattered around the stages of the map, either picking up a knife, a gun, or even dynamite among a few more weapons the more you play, to find and kill your clone that is wearing your face. Using your mirror to study the appearance, such as hairstyle and hair color, to the style of clothing and an accessory, the creative choice of using pixel art on the player and the NPCs around the stage is a genius take on Where's Waldo format, and must carefully find your identical clone and kill it before it gets to you first. If you manage to kill your clone, congratulations! You just saved this citizen from an early demise, and you will move on to a different person with a whole new look and a different area. Due to the game having roguelike elements, each try is completely different, with different stages, big or small, and the layout is always different, and of course, a new person you control, as they are now facing the same fate as the previous citizen you just saved. Given the situation, it's unique, and depending on the RNG, always keeps the player in check, as it's not always going to be the same scenario. However, beware, the clone's not going to let you kill it without a fight, as in this single campaign, each clone acts differently, and some will play to its potential, among other variables, such as the traditional knife kill, who is lethal upon close contact, or may even use a gun to shoot you from afar, and even use abilities such as hypnotism to trick and apply pressure on the player, or even lay traps to stun or hinder the player as they make an elaborate setup for the kill. Sometimes during your efforts of trying to defeat the clone, it will end up triggering an active state, and it will become a raging monster, trying to make a last-ditch effort to kill you and anyone around it before it dies with its last breath. So be mindful how you plan of taking down the clone, and there's always a different approach if you take some time to the layout and environment as the stage you enter. However, if you're not going to commit murder without resistance though, the city is under rule of thumb by a squad of ruthless officers who will attempt to take you down if you start to use an illegal weapon, such as a gun or crossbow for example. So plan your attack in a timely manner if you can get away with it, and save the life, as the clone is clearly strong enough to deal with any obstacles as you are its main objective. So strategize your motives and save yourself from an impending doom. During your gameplay, there will be even occasional mutations during the run, which serve as extra events against the player, such as a blackout where the stage is very dark, or being wanted by the police by default and must avoid them alongside with your clone, or even having an innocent twin who is in the stage to trick you into thinking they are the clone, while amongst the citizens of this overcrowded population. And after when you complete the chapter, you can go back to the main base where you can upgrade and better yourself and help the citizens of this cutthroat world while avoiding the deadly clones that is slowly taking over the population. Since this is in early access, the game is not entirely finished, but it's still growing and taking feedback from its community. But despite being in its early state, it does bring an immense value and excitement and entertainment on the music, atmosphere, and once you complete the campaign so far from it, you can start invasion mode, which tests your skills in a more harder difficulty, and you have developed using the skills during your time playing the game. You try to hunt down your target by killing more of the clones, as its surviving originals will pass on the information to track down what we call an elite target, a very specialized clones with intense mutation and higher statistics for the gameplay. It gives the thrill of trying to find your evil clone before it gets you. There's even a minor multiplayer mode that lets you have one-on-one battles, trying to see who gets to get the kill first in a set of rounds. Although I do express more of it, perhaps such a tournament based upon it, like maybe even more than one, but it's still currently in experimental mode, and of course not main priority. But overall, it's a really decent game, of course with the occasional bugs, but still being fixed out by the community. And for all this for a value of $10, I say this is a pretty good game to waste your time and enjoy the thrill of the paranoia of the hunt. And yeah, that's it for It Has My Face. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and review on checking it out. And if there's even a demo for you, but I don't think the demo is more than enough to give you the taste of what it's asking. So feel free to give it a try. I hope you enjoyed this video, and we hope to see you in the streets to see the real you and not some monster clone, right?